What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I know we haven't posted in a while, and I apologize for that. We've been so busy here lately and just not had the time to do anything content or for our channel. I'm working full time and I stay very busy, and Trace is still in basketball and playing sports and stuff in school, so we just not had the time to do anything. Barely got to hunt any the last couple weeks. So we just wanted to give y'all a little update on kind of where we're at in the season and what's been going on, some encounters, and just kind of keep y'all in the loop of everything since we haven't got to post in a while. We're coming up on New Year's this upcoming weekend. We just had Christmas, and that's winding down to the last couple weeks of season. And I normally like late season. I've not killed a lot of deer in it, but usually it's cold and you can hunt deer over food sources, and it really works in your advantage most times. But the weather here has been insanely warm the last few weeks. We've had a lot of rain. It's been super wet, and really expecting it to cool off, and that cold front would get the deer on their feet and they'd be up and feeding, but it's just not working. It's upper 60s and 70 degrees all this week with rain just about every day, and it's made it difficult hunting. There's just, the deer's not moving. You don't see them. They're not coming to food till night. They're moving like it's early season, and I think it's really messing with them. We've had a rough year to begin with. Trace has not killed a deer. I killed that one doe, and I've been a couple times since then, but literally don't think I've seen but a couple deer. It's just been crazy. Trace had a good encounter I guess it's about a week ago, and was close to killing one of our bucks that really isn't at the top of our hit list, but he's a shooter and he's a mature deer, and we was going to kill him with it being this time of the year. He saw a lot more bucks than I have this year. I've not even drawn my bow back at a buck. So it's been very difficult, very frustrating, and we're going to keep trying, but we're not going to get to hunt that much more times, so the chances are slim if we just pick the right days. Deer movement's just not happening right now. You're wasting your time to be in the woods. We're not getting pictures of anything. Nothing's moving. The last few times we feel like we've hurt more than we've benefited because we're just there and wasting our time. I did have a good encounter with one of our top target deer at one of the farms we hunt, Twin Towers. We got his shed last year. A little disappointed in it, thought he was better, but we think he was 3 last year. He'd be 4 this year. Big body. I've seen him once, and Trace has seen him once. I had him at 26 yards with no shot, just in thick stuff, and that's the only buck I've laid my eyes on this season that I would shoot. And we're kind of waiting to show that footage in case we close the chapter on that deer and can piece all of it together, because we saw him a few times last year, and it would be a really cool story if one of us can kill him, so we're kind of just holding on to that footage. But other than that, we've not had a lot going on. We've been feeding hard and running trail cameras. I've moved a few trail cameras, trying to change up spots. At the food plot, I've been really disappointed in that place. It's not produced like I thought it would, but late season last year is when I had all the bucks show up, so I'm hoping if it gets cold, at least a little bit cooler, then I can get there and hunt. I've only hunted it a couple times. There's just nothing that we'd hunt, so we've not really been excited to go. And it's hard to create content when you're doing a hunting or outdoor channel, because you have to be killing deer and you got to be on top of it, and it's hard to do that when you just don't see deer, and very, very frustrating. So we're trying to come up with new ideas. We've got goals set for this upcoming year on what we want to accomplish, where we want to be, and we're really hoping we can get there. Just got to keep working hard and putting the right things together, because it's definitely not been easy, and we don't want to have another year like we did this year. So I really plan on branching out and trying to lease a farm or get permission on some other places, because the places we're hunting just aren't producing for us, and we don't want to have another year like we've had this year. I've been very fortunate and extremely lucky to kill some of the deer I have at my age and have some of the places I've been able to hunt, but I knew a year like this was coming. It's just a matter of time, and I'm still thankful to be out there doing what we love to do. But pretty much wraps it up. I'll show some footage of a few of the encounters that we had, and the encounter that Trace had with that buck that we call TurkeyFoot, because he's got a split, like 3 splits on his brow tine, and it looks like a turkey's foot, so that's why we named him that. And I'll throw some of my encounters in there. It's not been real big bucks or anything, but just want to show y'all what we've had coming in, what we've seen, and hopefully these next couple of weeks at least one of us can get it done and get it on camera for you guys. We've got some exciting things planned and some trips planned for this upcoming season to go on some hunts, so we're really excited. Gonna really work hard this upcoming off season and keep running cameras and see what we can do, see what deer we can try to get on for next year. It's a year-long process for us. We love to do it, so y'all stay tuned and I'll show y'all some of them encounters. seriously.